when you need to raise $275,000 for the American Heart Association, you need to start with a special person. Meet one of the upcoming Heart Walk's co-chairs. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Ripley's Aquarium, South Carolina's most visited attraction. We're focused on the 2007 Waccamaw Area Heart Walk, which will be held here at Broadway at the Beach tomorrow morning. We're visiting with its co-chair, the Honorable Bill McKown. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Craig. How you doing?
Thank you so much for coming in.
Good to see you.
It's Ripley's Aquarium early on a Friday morning.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This place stunning.
Yes, it is.
I can see why it's South Carolina's most visited attraction.
Oh, yeah. And that was amazing just coming in this morning, the lines that were outside trying to get in here.
Absolutely. At 7 a.m. It's tremendous. And, of course, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock registration. I think the walk kicks off at 9. It'll be a big day.
That's right. Actually, as you all know, that tomorrow we're going to start our walk, and it's 3 loops around Broadway at the beach here.
Right.
We're going to do the registration starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to have everybody meet out at Broadway Commons, which is actually the little grassy area, which is right across from the Visitor Center.
Okay.
So we'll be out there getting people registered and signed up. Some good news is this. Last year we had approximately 475 individuals walk.
Is that right?
As of today, we have almost 1,000 signed up.
You're kidding.
No, big turnout.
That's tremendous. Yeah. That'll be a real big day. And, of course, a lot of folks, Dean Vinson, the logistics chair, was with us yesterday morning. She said, I think she's expecting a whole slew of folks arriving even earlier than 8. A lot of the dedicated volunteers will be out here. I'm sure you'll be out here. And to think about so much that has to happen over the next 24 hours just to get ready for the morning.
Right. They have approximately 104 teams right now that have signed up. The town of Surfside actually has a town, so we're participating. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. And that's the key. We need to get everybody out here, invite everybody out here, all our visitors that are in town.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot of people from the bike weekend that it just
still
ended.
Around.
Yeah,
sure.
it's still around, and we invite all of them to come down.
Right.
And, bring money. We need money.
Yeah, absolutely. Very aggressive goals, obviously $275,000, and day in and day out, folks have to make a difference. You never know. The day of, folks will come out. I see online it has, for some reason, total donations of $67,000. A lot of monies have been given online. A lot of folks are cutting checks or utilizing their credit cards online. So you never know. The day of may really turn out big.
All right. Well, let me show this real quick to your viewers.
Yeah.
You can go to www.startwaccamaw.sc.org.
Okay.
And that's the American Heart Association's website. But you can actually go on and pledge and actually make challenges to your neighbors and other business people. A lot of excitement going on there. We've had a lot of responses there. In fact, I heard a story this morning, actually, or earlier when I came here, that somebody had challenged one of his neighbors in the neighborhood, and they've already got $475 raised.
Is that right? Tremendous. Well, folks, the great thing is, even though the walk's tomorrow morning, folks can still go online, I believe, until the end of the year.
That's correct.
To continue to make donations and commit them specifically to the Waccamaw Area Heart Walk, the 2007.
Right. And let me tell you how important it is for us to raise this money in our area. As you all know, the numbers are horrendous. I think it's close to 1 million people a year die of heart-related diseases. And 1 out of every 4 women die because of heart diseases. And a lot of it is, there's different things that cause heart disease, but obesity is one of the big ones. And that's why we're so focused on this walk. You stay healthy, eat healthy, live longer. And again, when you're giving that money, the life you might save might be your own.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Mark Crua, Myrtle Beach's public information officer, was with us to kick off the week.
Oh, great.
On Monday morning, he gave me this nice wristband start.
Yep, got mine on
Walk
too.
more plus eat well equals live longer. I saw yours. So I wanted to highlight for viewers who may not have been with us this week. Of course, you and the co-chair will be out there tomorrow morning. Everyone will be wearing their Walk More plus Eat Well equals Live Longer bands. And you highlighted the life you save really could be your own.
Right. And another good thing that people have got to understand how important it is to raise this money to fund this. South Carolina last year, their portion, we have 4 great higher education institutions in the state here that focus on this. You got Clemson University. University of South Carolina has two actually sections that look into research and education on this. And apparently, our state, as you know, all the money goes to the main corporate office up in Richmond, Virginia. That's right. And South Carolina spent about $3.2 million is what their budget was. And we actually didn't raise enough money to support our own deal. So, South Carolina is always, we always take care of ourselves. So it's really important for everybody to come on out and please, get a team together. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring the kids down. It's going to be great.
Kids are welcome.
Oh, by God. Oh, yes, they have been. In fact, they have the areas that they've got set up, the hospices. They have a kids center.
No way.
A teen center.
Right.
Also, I wanted to mention, too, tomorrow when everybody gets done, we want to get all the teams together. We want to do team pictures. So everybody that comes out tomorrow, please stick around after the function so we can get a picture.
That's the team picture.
That's
Absolutely.
Correct. That's correct. And we got 104 teams, so a lot
I think Dean Vinson yesterday morning mentioned there's also going to be a pitching opportunity. The Pelicans are bringing out this little machine so you can practice fastball and slow ball and really get out there.
Actually, it's going to measure how fast you can pitch. So I'm going to challenge you to a pitching
I got to get out here tomorrow morning. That's right.
That's right.
My daughter may beat me on that.
Yeah, we have a splash coming down from the Pelicans. And, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have the wheel of fortune. They have a big wheel for prizes. That's right.
Has donated that, which is tremendous. Of course, so much happening and down in the town of Surfside Beach. I think last Saturday, almost a week ago, y'all had a big family fun day.
That's right. Family festival went great. The street vendors were out. Every year it gets bigger and bigger, Greg. It's unbelievable. We started out at one time was 3 or 4 blocks. Now it's actually all of Surfside Drive.
Is that right?
Oh, the visitors love it. I mean, we probably, all our residents come out and for us, but the visitors really love this attraction.
How many residents are there in the city of town of Surfside Beach?
5,000.
Is that right? It's that big. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
We have 5,000 residents, and we swell from about April 15th to about September. The town swells up to about 60,000 people.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I did not know that either. That's tremendous. Of course, you've got some great new locations there in the town of Surfside Beach. Jam and Leather. This is the big thing that Jamie Keats has done. A lot of fundraising he did last week for the Red Cross.
Oh, yeah. You're right. The Red Cross is. Jamie's done a lot, and we really like having him in the community.
Having him there in Surfside, of course, Mark Lazarus there at Wild Water and Wheels next door. I think Mark's involved.
Yeah, Mark's our coach here for the corporate deal. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned his name. Mark, get out there and bring them corporate sponsors.
That's right.
We need you. We need you.
Get them to show up tomorrow.
That's right.
It's so crazy. We were thrilled to see that Georgetown Memorial Hospital Systems had stepped up to the plate as a big sponsor this year. We had hoped to have a good turnout from Loris, Conway Medical, and Grand Strand, but thankfully, since you pointed out Waccamaw, it is Horry in Georgetown County. So Georgetown Memorial Hospital System stepped up with a $3,000 sponsorship, set the stage for the Herald to come in at the same amount.
Yeah, you were so gracious to match that, and we really appreciate you.
And Mark Lazarus, so many folks that work so hard, dedicated volunteers year in and year out. Speaking of volunteering, when you stepped out to run for town council there in Surfside Beach, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago, and I love it. It's been a great experience for me, and I love Surfside. I love the residents, and we all like to do what we can do to help. I know you do. You're always involved in the communities.
Nothing like stepping out and running for office. That's a big deal, Bill. Were you a little nervous stepping out the first time?
I'm going to be honest with you. Not really, because of the fact that a lot of the people I was fortunate at the time because Howard Bernard, who's our county councilman, is one of my neighbors, and Howard was going to run. And actually, we campaigned together. He was running for the county council seat.
Is that
I was
right?
running for the town seat, and we were both fortunate, and we both got elected. So.
That is, Howard is an amazing councilman, and of course, so many things he does day in and day out on the county council side. But I don't think folks take into account all the significance, whether it's the town of Surfside Beach, the city of Myrtle Beach, the city of North Myrtle, the city of Conway, or the county itself, the effort that y'all have to go through on regular meetings. Y'all have meetings on Tuesdays. Is that every Tuesday?
Every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday, sure.
And Howard, to bring up a good point, Howard has been significant in helping us. We're getting a new library in Surfside.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
And Howard
Where is that going to be?
With the existing library is now
right there on Surfside.
Right. Actually, expanded. It's going to be twice the size it is now.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen a bunch of the road work happening there. I thought it was just some drainage work happening.
Oh, we got some really exciting things going on in Surfside. As you know, in the paper, you saw we're in the process of trying to purchase the pier in Surfside.
Yes, I saw that last week or a couple weeks ago in there.
Right. That's right. You guys have been reporting it great. We're building a new fire station. We've got the new library going. We're doing underground wiring along the R3 district, all the rental district area, and then throughout town. Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
Wow, that's tremendous.
Put all the utilities underground. So.
At the family festival last weekend was smoking allowed, Bill. I understand smoking in the town of Surfside Beach is going to.
You were going to have to bring this up.
I had to get it out here. That's right.
Have to get it out. As you all know, the residents at home know that in Surfside we came up with an ordinance that we're not allowed any smoking in public places, on the beach, on the walkovers, within any public buildings. I actually voted against that ordinance because I don't think that government should be that intrusive into our daily lives. Plus, those are private businesses. But, it went over real smooth. We haven't had any complaints yet. As far as I know, no one's been fined yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think there's that 30-day. Joe Ruizzi, our political cartoonist, had a cartoon last Thursday
week, I saw that.
in the paper that highlighted, of course, folks thinking maybe they were going to do a smoke-free environment, and there they go. Everyone's puffing away with that 30-day. You've got 30-day grace period.
Yeah. It should be interesting. We need to really monitor how this affects our businesses because, again, it only affects a very small amount of businesses in town. And what's sad is a lot of these businesses like Neil and Pam's and Mark at the Stadium Club, they've been there for 20-plus years.
Right.
And a lot of their business is predicated on people, if they choose to smoke, they go there.
Sure.
Because, Surfside's not that big of a town. We're 2 miles long on 17th.
Is that right? 2 miles long?
Yeah, so you can basically go just a mile north and go to establishments that smoke, or a mile south. So you got Myrtle Beach to the north of us, and you got Garden City to the south of us. So
that's a very good point. I mean, the bowling alley.
Yeah,
it's got to be a big deal. There's a ton of smoking going on in there.
And it's just and again, like I said, I agree with the. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I don't want to be in a grocery store with somebody smoking a cigarette. I don't want to be in the library with somebody smoking. So I think we do need restrictions on it. But designated places like restaurants and bars, I choose not to go to those places because I don't smoke.
Sure.
It should be interesting to see what happens. But again, we're a council form of government.
Right.
And the majority has made this decision.
So you were obviously not part of the majority on that one.
Well, but I support them. Whatever when the majority speaks, we speak as a whole then. And
that's a great point. Yeah.
And also there's one other thing too that your listeners need to know, that the South Carolina Supreme Court is looking into this right now, and they're going to have some type of ruling in the spring.
Okay.
As you know, in Sullivan's Island had passed an ordinance similar to this. It was upheld by a local court. It was upheld. And then in Greenville, South Carolina, they had a similar ordinance that was overturned.
Is that right?
By the local court.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So that's why the Supreme Court,
is now
the state Supreme Court's having to rule on it.
That's right. Yeah.